Okay, so welcome back everyone. So today we are going to talk about another interesting thing. Whenever you are creating an application and when you want a deployment kind of thing after the completed development kind of things. So what we are doing, we have created a Jenkins job for that particular code repository, and whenever that code will be built, it means that whenever the jar file will be created or the var file will be created, then we can do something with that created jar file. Okay, so what we can do after the completion of after the completion building of that jar file, we can deploy, or we can say that we can upload that jar file into the some centralized place. So from that we can utilize that particular jar file as a developer perspective or as a DevOps perspective. Okay, so we can say that artifactory, which is known as a JFrog. You can use a JFrog artifactory. So that JFrog artifactory is a place where you can manage your artifacts like jar file or var file kind of things. So after the completion of Jenkins job, that building process, you can integrate actually this JFrog with your Jenkins job. So after the completion of that building that jar file, the JFrog will come into the picture, and JFrog will actually upload this jar file or var file into their JFrog infrastructure environment, and it will also give you a one particular URL. By using that, you can download that particular jar file as well. So whenever you need to integrate that particular jar file for the another separate deployment process, so you can give that particular URL in order to take the jar file from that particular URL, and you can further step ahead go with the deployment process. Okay, as a developer perspective, also that you need a jar file, which is a last commit we have done, and we need a jar file for that latest commit. So you can just after the building completion of process, you can just go ahead with the JFrog that particular URL, and you can download from there as well. Okay, so the JFrog artifactory is very important thing. As a developer, you should know about this JFrog artifactory. Just check it out, the documentation of which is given by the JFrog artifactory, and you can think about that. Okay, we have uploaded this particular jar onto the JFrog artifactory, and according to your use case, according to your project requirement, how you can utilize the JFrog as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much.